Hi guys, so today I'm doing Unit C review of the QC Makeup Academy, and I thought this camera angle is a bit better because I can kind of show you the unit itself and kind of discuss things. It's not so close up. The Unit C was a lot more detailed. It went into bridal and smoky eye, things like that, so a lot of it was lining up models as well. They do say that you can submit your own work with your own makeup application, but then they do encourage you to do other makeup on people because then you're kind of getting used to actually applying the makeup itself on other clients, which you will have to do anyway. So this is obviously, all the units come like this and they come with a corresponding book. And this was Unit C, so I'll go through what they actually asked you. Actually, this time Nathan Johnson marked my assignment because my tutor apparently was on holiday, and I got an A in it, which I was really surprised about because I wasn't sure if I'd gotten really kind of nailed down the smoky eye, but he said it was really good as well. So what I'm going to do is, in this manual they also give you guidelines on how to submit your work as well. So you will have your own login details and you will have your own password and things like that as well. So the first thing in Unit C, and what you do is you check off the circles. I'll show you there. I will show you that. So you check off each circle as you do it. And the first one was daytime and evening makeup. So you did use the Virtual Makeup Boutique, which is on your login when you go into the QC Makeup Academy website. So you click on Choose Model, and they actually tell you which model to choose. And then you apply lip, face, foundation, everything like that to the model itself. You can choose warm or cool colours. Obviously it's up to you how you do that. Then if you want to type notes in the bottom, it does allow you to do that too. So it may be specific reasons why you chose that. I suppose that might come into seasons and things like that. So what you're applying to kind of go into the seasons and trends and things like that. So then once you've perfected your look, you press save on the tab, and then what you do is you choose that model again and you go through everything, but obviously think in mind I'm looking at an evening. So you have daytime and evening makeup, and they ask you to do 2 models like that, and they do give you the names of the models as well, so you're not stuck. So it's like, for example, Alex daytime, Alex evening, Brittany daytime, Brittany evening, and then you submit it. The next thing that they went through was the smoky eye. So they really focused on the smoky eye this time. So you did need your digital camera, and I have spoken before about not using your iPhone because digital cameras really give the best colour and the best quality, and obviously you're trying to get the highest mark possible. Then the model who has washed and moisturised her face, and always, if they are sensitive, do say I can use your products on you, and if they're not sensitive, just use what's in your kit. You needed, just to tell you what you needed brow makeup, neutral base eye makeup, you needed neutral contour and dark contour, black eyeliner, mascara, and your makeup brushes as well. Again, they do give you makeup brushes in your kit, but not kit. I use those as well, but I do find Real Techniques are affordable and really good quality as well. So you apply the smoky eye makeup to your model, and then just remember the steps from the video because they do give you a corresponding video. So for example, outline the brows, apply a neutral base all over the eye, and so forth as well. Then take a photo of the model's eye makeup close up. So they don't want the face, they would like you to take it, just zoom in just from here down, and they do actually, if you can see it, they do actually give you a specific picture there as well. So if you can kind of see there. So they do tell you where on the face to actually really kind of frame. Then you save that with your corresponding, it'll give you like a name to save it as, and then you submit that as well. And then it was seasonal adjustments was assignment C3. So you type your answers into like an assignment template in this case, and you kind of, what it was a lady coming to you, very a person who didn't really actually apply makeup that often, so you were keeping in mind apparently she was going to go on her honeymoon, and obviously you're looking at weather changes there as well. So it said you can only choose 4 to 5 products, so you had to keep in mind everything in that sense, and so they leave that up to you to kind of decide, and they do grade you on that as well. And then winter makeup case study was assignment C4, which I found really interesting. So they gave you a client who had olive skin, dark hair, and she's living through a particularly cold and damp fall. Winter season is here and she is 30 years old, has 2 young children. The Christmas season is approaching and she would like to go to her company party but is not that knowledgeable on makeup. Can you create the look for this client? So that was really interesting. I found that really good, because obviously I've really built up my client base from I suppose from February to now, so I haven't really got into the winter seasons yet. So I did find that really good. And again, they ask you to kind of save it under your own name, and you get like a student number, and then make sure that you actually do a client card as well. So they do give you the QC version of a client card, and you also type in, as well as write down what you would do for that client, type in the products you'd use as well. So that, like a written explanation. So that was really good. That was assignment C4. Then assignment C5 was makeup for teens and pregnant women, which was really interesting. Now this did, obviously because I'm working too, it did take me a long time to do. There wasn't specific models as such, because I suppose they do realise that you're not always going to be able to find, for example, pregnant women or teens, but they do give you a booklet, and obviously there's chapters in that kind of course book to look through, so you are knowledgeable too as well. So it said, with clients such as pregnant women and adolescents, you will need to change the way you think about makeup and to pay attention to specific skin needs. With the materials in the course book in mind, respond to the following statements by answering true or false. So for example, SPF stands for Standard Protection Factor. I'm just kind of picking a few. Do not be afraid to use bright lipstick on a teenager who wears braces. Things like that, and experiment with new products on clients who are pregnant whenever you have the opportunity. So that kind of thing. And so you were graded on whether they were true or false. Assignment C6 was male makeup, which was really interesting. So increasing your share of male clients is really important, particularly if you have a private practice or you're a freelance makeup artist. And then it just said, encourage the interest of prospective clients by. And then again, it was, you had to choose 2 out of these 5, and it went down the list like that. And I went through finishing powders, foundations, things like that as well. So that was quite a short one, but it was very interesting. Then assignment C7, which is so important. It was verbal and non-verbal communication with your client, which, you know, is so important, so important. So the way you interact with your client is important. Your self-awareness is an important part of an effective and considerate communication. I think that's really true when you look at a bride who's nervous on her wedding day, even somebody who's going, you know, a lot of them in the Oxford University work there, and they do get awards for their work that they've done. So they're nervous to kind of go up and explain what they've done for the year, but also to look good as well. So, you know, things like that. Allow the client to speak before you respond, things like that. Stand in a confident posture and speak clearly, because then if you look confident, even if it's your second client in the whole career, they kind of can get a good vibe from you as well. Assignment C8, which is really another thing that we'll all probably come into kind of communication with, which is overcoming objections from prospective clients. So what to do when selling your professional services. So do add in information, treat an objection as a question and answer it kind of positively. Agree or empathize with somebody. So for example, if somebody has psoriasis or severe acne, give them a solution rather than kind of looking so sympathetic and going, oh my God, that's really terrible, that kind of thing. And you would think it's obvious, but sometimes, for example, if you're with a friend and they say, my God, my acne is so bad, you'd be like, oh God, are you okay? But if it's somebody like a client, sometimes it's better to say, well, actually, in the past, I've done this. So that kind of thing. Then it has an appropriate response for 2 questions. The first one was, my sister offered to do all of my makeup on my wedding day, so I don't need a makeup artist. So that kind of thing. So you can imagine, again, as selling yourself, that kind of thing. Maybe if you had your portfolio, you could show her pictures of the bride, that kind of thing. The second one was, I'm very particular about how I like my makeup done, so I'd like to do it myself. And again, that is kind of looking at maybe a glamorous look and what you did to accentuate certain places on the face and things like that as well. So again, you complete that and then you give that, you submit that in electronically. Then that was the end of Unit C, and I know it does sound really short because it's been like 9 minutes, but actually getting all that down does actually take a long time. I suppose it might be easier if you were kind of staying at home or a full-time student, but it took me, maybe, I know this sounds a lot, but a month to do that. I haven't looked at section D, but I do think it's, again, wedding and business, how to kind of set up your own business and things like that as well. The other thing that I just wanted to say is there are payment options for QC Makeup Academy. However, if the course is not fully paid, you don't get your qualification, and I can kind of see, I can understand that too. And again, I know he's probably not going to look, I will tag him below, but thank you to Nathan Johnson, who has corrected this section C for me. And you know, the notes, the other thing that I just wanted to mention for every section so far is you do get like a voice recording. And they do also give you advice on the next section, so you can kind of take that information and bring that forward to the next one, because obviously they do want you to succeed, because you are going to be representing QC Makeup Academy. What I'm really looking forward to too is to do maybe a pro workshop after this, something like that, to kind of get my skills a bit more enhanced and things like that as well. So that was the unit review for Unit C of just the makeup artistry, not the master makeup artistry. I hope you enjoyed the video. What I'll do is, again, when Unit D is complete, I'll definitely give that a review as well. I'll also link below QC Makeup Academy itself, so that you can have a look if you're possibly interested. If you do have any questions that I haven't covered, which might be possible, do kind of leave it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them, and I'll answer them quite quickly too. So thank you for watching the video today, and I do hope that you have a good day, and see you soon.